I'm out in Battleground, Washington, at Battleground Lake. It's such a tiny little lake, but so peaceful. The water's just smooth. There's a few people out here fishing. There seems to be a walking trail all the way around the lake, and it's just nice. So I thought I'd share a thought with you guys. I've been thinking quite a bit about worship. I guess I always do. I'm a worship pastor at my church, and when I first started studying worship, I remember being a little bit frustrated because I felt like I just couldn't wrap my head around what worship was, and I felt like nobody could really give a robust definition of worship. Until eventually, as I was studying in college, my professor gave us a definition of worship. And so when you think about what is worship, what does it mean to worship God, I'm going to share that definition with you today. So, what is worship? Well, this is the definition that was shared with me. These birds are a little loud, aren't they? Kind of interrupting what I'm trying to say. Peaceful out here. They're messing it up. Okay, so what is worship? Well, the definition of worship that was shared with me and that I have come to love goes like this. Worship is communion with God, in which He reveals Himself through word and deed, and His people respond in heart and mind, glorifying Him in attitude and action. And I don't know about you, but when I first hear that definition, it's kind of like just a lot of words. It goes right over my head. But we can break it down a little bit. First, worship is communion with God. It means that worship's about knowing God and being in relationship with Him. Like He created us to know Him, and He created us to be in a relationship with Him. Like, do you know that God is knowable? We can know God, and He wants us to. And so, on our own, we don't know God, but thankfully, He has revealed Himself to us. And He has revealed Himself to us through the things that He's done and the things that He's said. He's revealed Himself to us in word and deed. And so in that way, He actually is the one who initiates this relationship with Him. He's the one who's calling us to know Him. And that's a pretty cool thought when you think about it, that the God of the universe has pursued you and is pursuing you and wants you to know Him, that He has initiated relationship with us. So, we have revelation and response. God reveals Himself to us through the things that He said, the things that He's done, and His people respond to Him. And that's worship. It's this conversation that we're having. Like these geese. And that was gorgeous. But yeah, every conversation is based on some sort of revelation and response. That's how communication happens. That's how relationship works. And that's what God calls us to step into. And so we respond to God in some different ways. We respond with all of us, really, with our whole lives. We respond with our hearts and our minds. And we seek to bring glory to Him through the things that we do, through our actions, and through our very attitudes, just the way that we are, the way that we live. And so that is the definition of worship that I've come to enjoy. I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think it is humbling and awe-inspiring to think that God wants us to know Him, and He's calling us to live a life of worship. It's a good life. I'm grateful for it. There is a log sticking out of the water with sort of a branch coming down. So log, branch, and I'm going to try to go under it. I think I can make it. I don't know why I do these things, because if I get hung up on the branch, I'm going to look so silly. I don't know why I challenge myself to these little things. Anyway, I think I can make it. Let's find out. So yeah, I guess my encouragement to us is, if you are a follower of Jesus, if you know God, look for God's revelation. How is he revealing himself to you, and how has he revealed himself to you? We read his word, and we remember the ways that he has in the past, and we respond to him. So how can you respond to God today in worship, with your heart and your mind, with your attitude and your actions? And if you don't know God, I just encourage you to look for God's revelation, because he wants you to know him, and he has and will reveal himself to you if you seek him. So I encourage you to look for God's revelation in your life. And then when you see it, respond to him, call out to him. He wants you to know him. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. My channel is about music and adventure. I'd love to have you subscribe. See you in the next video. Sorry, my headphones in. What's that? Oh, I'm not fishing at all. I'm just hanging out. How's your fishing going?
I just got here.
Oh, okay, nice. Seems like a nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah.